I'm Chris Kubal. Thank you for stopping by weareiowa.com. Here is a look at your local 5 forecast. And pretty mundane for Wednesday and into Thursday. We'll look at futurecast, just a few passing clouds from time to time, a few going into Tuesday night, but ultimately clearing out before daybreak. Temperatures held up thanks to a southerly wind. It does turn westerly and southwesterly into Wednesday, ultimately warming us up, and I do think we hit into the upper 40s through the afternoon. Clouds will thicken up. These are going to be the higher thin variety, and then progressively becoming a bit more gray by the afternoon. It'll break apart a bit into Thursday, but still some semblance of the cloud cover out there. Weak cold front, you see the wind shift coming through. It will move through dry, but it will take those temperatures back down a bit for Thursday. Overall, some moderation as we go into Wednesday. It will be mild. Any lingering snow that's out on the landscape will melt away on the day. But by this weekend, we may be talking about building a little bit more back in here. First, we're talking a storm system passing by largely to our south. We're riding right on the northern edge, so watching southeastern Iowa for a stray shower. If this one does push northwards, we may be talking about a wintry mixture into central Iowa. Not too keen on that scenario at the moment. Friday night going into Saturday, a second disturbance kind of building up on the coattails of that one that's departing out to the east. Chance for some rain snow mix into early Saturday. After a brief break, we could catch some of that into Sunday too as it lingers around, and yet another disturbance trying to move through late into that time period this weekend. So an active stretch. I'm not sold on any major impacts from this. An overall warm scenario is what we're looking at. So it will be tough for the wintry components to make much of an issue for us. Temperatures tonight not quite as chilly. We'll be back into the 20s. I'll put 25 in place for Des Moines, breeze out of the south and west, and holding for tomorrow to 49 degrees for the afternoon high. Would not be surprised if a few make it in the 50s. Thursday's not quite as robust. Low 40s, a couple of upper 30s sprinkled in there. And we'll keep things cooler, it looks like, through the early stages of next week. But there is some signal as we roll into Thursday and next Friday into December that those temperatures will be on the robust side. We're back into the upper 30s Friday and Saturday. Again, watching that series of disturbances moving through this weekend and into early next week. You see those temperatures are awfully mild. However, we'll watch the time frame for you closely. In the end, next week, we will see some warming. Looks like some upper 40s to about 50 degrees still in store.